1 year ago, I was looking to drop out of school, aspiring to be a YC founder, and had zero doubt that this was the journey I would pursue until the end of time. Today, I booked my flight back to Canada, applied to a reality dating show, and am returning to classes for the fall term. Where did it all go wrong? I've taken these last 2 years off of school to try and build different companies, ultimately leading to a leap of faith where I moved to SF with the dream of becoming the next Zuckerberg. Unfortunately, things didn't pan out. Within 1 month, my company shut down, my co-founder left, and I went through a mental breakdown as a celebration into the new year. At the time, it felt like my life was falling apart. I was faced with the hard decision of jumping into my next company, looking for a full-time job, or returning to school. Instead, I decided to forge my own path, taking a pause from my founder journey to recalibrate my personal why, trying to answer some of the larger questions in my life. It was an exciting time. I wasn't in school, I wasn't working, I could explore anything I wanted, and so I did. I finally unshelved some long-forgotten dreams, such as starting a YouTube channel, recording public dance covers, and even writing weekly blogs. The common thread that wove all these hobbies together was a desire for self-expression, to share with the world an extension of who I was and what I believed in. I realized that self-expression was a fundamental driver to starting companies in the first place. It allowed me to express my beliefs on a scale that I had never done before. As I started sharing my journey, people from all corners of the world reached out, saying how they resonated with a similar desire for a greater purpose beyond the 9 to 5. New friends voiced how my writing inspired them to start their own blogs. Old peers reconnected, saying, "You've got to believe me when I say you got this." I felt an overwhelming support from those around me. On most days, I thought, what I'm doing right now is true to who I am and what I believe in. It doesn't matter what others think of me. But should it? Is the immediate thought that follows. Don't you want to provide for your future family? What will your future partner and parents-in-law think? At times, the insecurities were so loud it was hard to distinguish my true thoughts from the noise. It almost felt like goals such as wanting to run a marathon or build a company seemed easier than finding my purpose in life. I spent hours watching TED Talks on values and principles, reading books on life design, and introspecting for days at a time in my room. What I realized is there might not be an aha moment to finding your greater calling, that it might be a recurring question you answer throughout your whole life. Looking back, it's always so easy to connect the dots, but up until then, you might need to take a few courageous blind steps forward before you can see the rest of the path. A quote from my favorite author says, "Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes, courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, 'I will try again tomorrow.'"